but an international health service that relies from doctors to cleaners on 170,000 foreign-born staff from more than 200 countries. Dedicated professionals like Eva Armondi.
It's like being in the middle of a battle.
In the thick of the fight against COVID.
Seeing how they die, it's been very emotionally draining.
But worried too about her right to remain in a country she'd like to make not just her place of work, but a permanent home.
The risk and the stress of working in a pandemic, I think, is enough price to pay to just ask for indefinite leave to remain.
The government has brought in new visas to make it easier for health workers to come to the UK. And under pressure from Nurse Eva and others, it scrapped the fees they used to have to pay to use the NHS themselves. But campaigners say none of that goes far enough to recognise their sacrifice in our service.
A week of very high fevers and body ache.
Within months of starting work here, this Bangladeshi doctor contracted COVID-19.
I also developed shortness of breath, and that was very, very scary.
Her death would mean her husband being granted the right to stay, but that's hardly an incentive to continue to serve the NHS.
So that makes me think, okay, so I have to die in order to prove my loyalty. I feel betrayed sometimes. I feel very heartbroken.
We have not stopped to think about anyone's visa status.
Last month, a private member's bill that would offer indefinite leave to remain was halted under Commons COVID safety rules. But the campaign continues.
And we hear every day about NHS staff who've contracted COVID-19. People who are doing that shouldn't have to live with any possibility that they might be deported. That's just not good enough.
NHS workers are promised an automatic one-year extension to their visas during the pandemic. But that doesn't give Eva or her family the long-term security they crave.